ships that leave our port travel to West Africa, criminals are finding it to be a place to get their stolen vehicles out of the country.
11 News I-Team reporter Lisa Robinson spent time with the U.S. Customs and Border Protection Agency to see what they're doing to track down stolen cars.
We have another stolen vehicle here in the Port of Baltimore.
U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers in the Baltimore field office set a record in 2019 for recoveries of stolen vehicles.
Stolen?
That includes seaports in Wilmington, Delaware, Philadelphia, and Baltimore. Collectively, officers at those ports recovered 246 stolen vehicles worth more than an estimated $10.3 million. 95% of the vehicles were destined to West African nations, including Benin, the Gambia, Ghana, Ivory Coast, Nigeria, Senegal, Sierra Leone, and Togo.
There's certain organizations within the National Capital Region that are stealing automobiles or obtaining automobiles by fraud, and they're stealing those cars, bringing them to the Port of Baltimore here, and attempting to export them overseas.
Those vehicles may be from carjackings, stolen off the street, or car lots.
Another method they use is they obtain false identification. They'll go into a car dealership or a rental car company. They'll either lease the car or rent the car, and as soon as they drive it off that lot, they'll put it in a container and bring it here to ship overseas.
When a container comes in, the CBP checks the manifest for fraudulent paperwork, like bills of sale or titles. Next, they x-ray the containers against what's on paper. In this case, the manifest says 2 Toyotas, a Highlander, and a Lexus. Once they look inside, those cars are there, but a check of the VIN number using new technology that lets the officer take a picture of the VIN and run it through all law enforcement databases, there instantly exposes the truth about these vehicles.
Yep, stolen. Got one.
The vehicles are stuffed into the container with 2 on the bottom and 2 hanging from the ceiling of the container, making dangerous work for them to get them out of the container. Some of the containers are stuffed with other goods, like mattresses or water. CBP also checks the vehicles for items hidden inside the car: guns, humans, drugs, and more. Range Rover is the #1 vehicle recovered in Baltimore here at the port. The oldest vehicle recovered was a 1988 Mack truck. The most expensive vehicle recovered, this 2017 Audi R8, valued at $162,900.
The owner was actually notified by the local police department and actually drove down here to pick up the car himself.
CBP says their work puts a dent in the wallets of transnational criminals and protects the national, local, and state economies.
This was stolen?
For the 11 News I-Team, I'm Lisa Robinson.